Okay.
Oh, we're back.
Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're back. Happy New Year, everyone.
Welcome back to
Soothe Your Soul.
I'm Cassandra.
I'm Dr. Zimmerman. We're so excited to be back with you guys in the new year, and we have so many amazing topics for you guys for us to talk about and for you guys to follow us with. And today's topic, I always say this, I've caught myself saying this multiple times. I am so excited about today's topic. And I'm not just saying that. We have talked about this.
Yes.
I think 3 or 4 times now already.
Mm-hmm. We actually have, yes.
And it's come up for me and my clients like 3-4 times now. And I'm really excited because Cassandra's going to be teaching us something today.
Yeah. So I was just telling Dr. Zimmerman how much I love the new year. I believe it comes with endless opportunities and just time to give, or like just an opportunity to give yourself to start over. Or, you know, maybe finish things that you didn't get to finish, create new goals, and kind of creates this like clean slate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said, this topic has came up for me in all my sessions.
Yes.
So I love the new year. I think it gives you the perfect opportunity to create a vision for what you want for the new year. And with that being said, I created a vision board of what I am hoping to create my 2024.
I am just so amazed at this. Like, when we talked about it,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of vision boards, but I've never done one. And I was so excited for you to teach us all and how to do a vision board because you do them so beautifully. And
Thank you.
I couldn't envision how beautiful it would be, but it is so beautiful.
Thank you. So to begin, I typically take some time for myself, do some like grounding, which in my case would be like deep breathing, journaling out my thoughts of what maybe I really liked for this past year, in that case 2023, when I was creating this vision for myself, and then what I wanted to bring in with me and what I wanted to leave out. So,
And this is your 2023 board?
this is my 2024.
2024.
So
Yes. This year, the brand new.
Yes, this is brand new. Yes. My 2023, I left at home. But with this one, for this year, I guess, with that being said, I recently became a part of an organization called El Puente in downtown Dayton. And I feel like I've grown so much in that organization, and it's basically a way to get the Latino communities connected with one another here in Dayton and provide mental health support. Especially because mental health is so stigmatized in the Latino community. So we are trying to break down that stigma. So here's a picture of me, and I just hope to continue to grow in this field and offer my services, my knowledge, and what I have to offer to my community and give back in a sense. I'm also affiliated with the Latino Wellness Clinic at Wright State. So once a month we do these clinics and just open it up to the Latino community and provide resources in like medical, dental, mental health, and get them connected so that way they have that access to them. Another one here is Self Matters.
Oh, I love it.
So this one was really big for me as well, just because I feel like I have started here and grown in my profession here, and I want to continue to grow, and just I really value the time that I have here with you as well.
Aww.
And I always talk about it. I think I've just been so blessed with the opportunity to be able to experience what it's like to be a clinician here. And private practice just gives you more of a personal feel with your clients. And I think that is something that I really love about being here, and that's something that I want to continue to bring about in this coming year.
Wow, I love it. And we're so lucky to have you, by the way.
Thank you. Another is, since I am in school, so getting good grades, I'm really hard on myself about it, but just staying disciplined. And although, you know, B's get degrees, you know, as long as I pass, that's really all that matters. But just being disciplined and knowing that I'm actually learning to like retain the knowledge and not just to get by. So that's one other goal. I here have a money tree. So creating a sense of financial stability, increasing my financial income would also be another goal of mine. Having more opportunity to be with my friends, celebrating life.
I love it.
Yes, traveling. I really love traveling, so that's another one.
Tell me about this one. I don't know why that one's like
Sticks out to you?
Sticks out to me.
Yeah, so, but it's a mother and a child, and basically the child is asking the mother, am I good? Am I loved? Am I safe? And the mother's reassuring her, saying yes. So from my perspective, this is me telling me.
Mm-hmm.
So me who I am right now, telling my younger self.
Oh, wow.
And healing the childhood wounds that I still have. I'm gonna cry. And just mainly evolving myself to be healed in certain ways that I feel like I've never really expected for myself or thought I could, and then also breaking the generational trauma that has been carried down. So that's one goal.
Wow.
Be who you need. I decided to put it on top of that because a lot of my work is centered around be the person that you needed when you were younger. So in sessions, that's always who I try to show up as, which is why I come in with so much empathy and understanding and just support, because I feel like humans need that.
Yeah.
No matter who it is or what they're coming in for, they need that. So that's a big thing for me. Let's see here.
There's just so many amazing things on here, and the depth you've put in to the meaning behind all of these, and the collage format that you've put it in. It's just so amazing because there's so much to look at too. Anytime you look at it throughout the year, you won't be bored. There's so there's enough on here.
Yes. And so then quickly, just to go through it, I think I'm gonna focus on this one.
Yeah.
Because, and I will ask you as well, I think one of my main things for 2024 is to continue to mature in the way that I love, in the way that I want to be loved. So practicing, a healthy form of love, whether it's with friendships, relationships, family members, acquaintances, just really forming a healthy form of love. And here it says, I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And I think with that being said, it really gave me the message that to grow with somebody is to love somebody.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to grow with somebody because I believe that you have to love every part of them. And the same thing, it's really difficult to have somebody grow with you because you're constantly changing. I'm constantly changing. And then with that same effect, you also have to love yourself and love all parts that you were, that you're creating to be, and who you are right now. So that's something that I'm really putting into practice for this year.
Wow. How did you come up with this? I mean, help us understand as I think about creating my own vision board, which I will, and I will share it with everybody. How did you come up with these ideas? As I look at this, there's such a variety that you came up with, not just I'm in school, but the depth of this one that you talked about, and this one here, loving everybody in your relationships. And I see some books here, meaning maybe goal of reading.
Yes.
So there's so many different ones that you have, the variety.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, how did you come up with it, and how did it come to you, or do you sit with it? So help us understand when we create our vision board. Do we sit with it? Do we start conceptualizing, brainstorming ideas and writing them down, and then looking for things that match those ideas? So walk us through it a little bit.
Yeah, so I think for me, what I really focused on was focusing on like what's important, what are some core values that I have for myself. And then with that, it's my school, education, my career, creativity, because I feel most grounded when I'm engaging in something that's going to make me feel creative or enlighten that creative aspect of me. So with that, it's reading and getting into another world that's just not mine. I did have more so artwork as in fashion, and I really guess shopping, but putting together pieces and other things like what's going to make me happy, because a lot of it is how do I want to feel this year. And this year I think I was focusing more on happiness, peace, healing, success, and accomplished. So then you look at those, those aspects of what you want, themes, yes, and kind of dive into what's going to bring me that. So like happiness, spending time with loved ones, traveling is one big thing. Also, working out was another one for me, that's going to help me feel a little bit more sane. But giving back to my community and really diving myself into my work was another one. So that was a big piece of mine. But also little gentle reminders, like I have here, slow progress is still progress. And I think that it's important to look at, because I typically have it framed, but I need to go buy a frame. So I usually frame it, leave it in my room, and here and there I'll look at it, or if I have like friends come over, they'll always stare at it and like ask me about it. So it's a nice reminder just to have.
When we were talking about doing vision boards, I remember I had asked you, why did you do what how does it help you? And I remember you saying that it helps you stay focused on your goals, maybe, of things that you have thought about doing in 2023 and what you want to bring into 2024, and things that you want to try to accomplish for yourself. So it's not like they're out there, they're somewhere out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
But I think you said we also manifest them in ways.
Yes.
As you see them and you begin to manifest it in a way. And I think of manifesting as how we make our decisions then. How am I going to spend that time? So if on my vision board I have reading, I think I might spend more time than I see that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could use this time to read.
Right.
Versus out of sight, out of mind.
So it holds you accountable to some extent. And I think also putting it out there, putting your dreams and desires out into the universe, the world, and creating this energy that makes it possible for you to attain these visions that you have for yourself. So that is like one thing that really got me going. And also I think it helped me grow my self-confidence, because seeing it in actually visualizing it, and then looking back and seeing it come to life, it's just like, oh, I can actually do it. Like I did it, I done it, and I will continue to do it.
I didn't think about that process of it, but the actual process of putting it together really brings it into not only visual reality, but also the reality of, if I can do this, I know it's accomplishable. It's something I can do.
Right.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And I think that is one thing for me, because being in this field, Dr. Z, as you know, like even attaining your doctorate, I think it's just something that is huge and like very admiring, but also it takes a lot of strength and a lot of resilience and a lot of confidence. And I know that you shared too that it took a lot for you to get here, and there was moments that weren't full of light and sunshine and rainbows, and that can also bring us down too, because when we're stuck in the mud, we tend to have this like idea that will always be there, but having something like this that has a little bit more color can possibly be used as like motivation to get yourself out of it.
It's like seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. Like there are all these things outside of just what's in front of us immediately. If it's school that's in front of us, or a job, or something that we're into all day, every day. This vision board really kind of breaks us out of that. Really shows us there's so many more parts to us. There's so much more to us. Than maybe what we're stuck in right now. And to help us kind of break out of that, we can focus on something else for a while.
Definitely, yes.
Oh my gosh. I love this.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so glad you brought it up when we were talking about it, because I've never done one. I've heard about it, didn't know how to do it. But we were just talking before this, when you showed me this, and we were talking about, you got these printed. These are actual pictures that you found online, or our personal pictures, integrating all different pictures. You got them printed, and then you put them on here, and then you'll frame it.
Yeah.
And is it on a poster board?
Yeah, so it's a poster board. I typically get these pictures like printed off, you know, any drugstore, Walgreens, and a little life tip, look up promo codes so you can get them discounted.
Yeah, I was talking about the Shutterfly promo codes too.
Yes. And then I just put it in back of a poster board that you can get at like the dollar store or something, and it just helps create it all together.
And I see, is that yours? You've written that for yourself?
So I actually found this, I believe, on Pinterest.
I saw that and it caught my eye. So you can even write yourself messages, you know, whether it's you find it inspirational, something you've connected with, or you've written it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I wanted to point that out. Just keep looking and I find something new.
Yes.
I see a message here from like a tea bag.
Yeah, my tea bag, that I had one morning.
I love it.
Yes.
Because I see those messages, and how many times do we just look at it and it's gone, or
Yeah.
we forget it, out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But they connected with us in that moment, whether it was something we read, or why not put it on here?
Right. And just kind of like reflect on it too, of when you first came across it. How did it make you feel? And now how does it make you feel?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much for
Of
sharing. What a
course.
perfect time for us to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the beginning of the year. I mean, I think people can create it anytime, but the beginning of the year just has for me like a crisp new start to
Oh, yeah.
anything. And I feel like this whole month, that's what I'm going to do, is just creating an idea.
Mm-hmm.
In the process of it, I feel like it's going to be a journey. It's not something I want to rush,
Right.
but the journey of just collecting things that are valuable for me. My vision board might not be as big as yours.
It's okay.
It might be about this big at the moment, but
Yes.
you know, I think that's what's important to remember. Everybody's is going to look so different and so
Mhm.
unique, and you're going to see what you've created, and it's something you can always add on to.
Definitely. And I just would like to say that I've been thinking about this and putting it together since November.
Really?
Yeah. So it's been a while. It's not just something that came overnight and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is all I want. It took a lot of reflection, and it took a lot of, I guess, being open and honest with myself. Not just like, what did I do right, but also what did I do wrong? Not wrong, but not necessarily that I didn't love.
You want to improve maybe for 2024.
Exactly.
I want to thank you also for sharing, because some of these things on here I know are more personal,
Mm-hmm.
and you've shared a variety of meaningful things on here, and they're touching and personal. So I want to thank you for sharing that and opening up and being vulnerable about some of these things. And leave us comments. Tell us about your journey into 2024. If there's a
Yes.
vision board you've created, post a picture for us. We'd love to see
Yeah.
that.